This is a list that I saw posted on the competitive Hearthstone Reddit, and I thought it looked pretty interesting. Reno Mage has never really been particularly successful in the past, but the guy playing this apparently got ranked 25 Legend. It was pretty solid for a deck that isn't really on anyone's radar. Honestly, the specific card choices in this deck aren't that interesting. We have the Dragon package. Maybe it's a little bit interesting that we're playing like Alexstrasza over a different big dragon, but Alexstrasza works really well with Ice Block. You go down to 1, then you can easily heal for 14, which also allows you some like surprise aggressive options. I'm also not playing the Blackwing Technician. The reason for that is in a Reno dragon list, you just don't have that many dragons, so sometimes it's kind of hard to have one in your hand. And we're already kind of pushing the synergy with Twilight Guardian, Corruptor, Bookworm, Historian, and Chillmaw. We also have Brand Bronzebeard as kind of part of the Dragon package, just because so many of them have battle cries. And we also have Babbling Book. In control matchups, you probably want to try to get an extra card off Babbling Book and an extra card off Historian when combined with Brand Bronzebeard, because in those matchups you might need a little bit of extra fuel. Forbidden Flame is kind of a weird card, but since we can't play 2 Frostbolts, we can't play 2 Fireballs, we do need a little bit more removal. We only have 2 bits of spell damage for the Arcane Blast, but it's still a good early game removal. And if you happen to pair it with one of your spell damage cards, it's super efficient. We're playing a Frost Nova. Frost Nova with only 1 Doomsayer is a little bit sketchy in my opinion, but Frost Nova combined with Reno Jackson is still a pretty nice setup, and sometimes it just prevents your Ice Block from being popped for a turn. It's a pretty flexible card. It's obviously better the more Doomsayers you have, but we have 1 Doomsayer, it's kind of okay. Refreshment Vendor is a bit of an interesting option, I guess. I suppose the deck just needs another card that it can play on turn 4. It's one of the better healing options that the Mage has available to it, so Refreshment Vendor is kind of an okay card. Harrison Jones is a tech that's in a lot of decks right now, mostly just because Shamans are everywhere, along with Hunters and Warriors also being pretty popular. Thaurissan is a good choice in this deck because we're playing so defensively, so reactively, we're bound to have a pretty big hand size, so the Thaurissan when played should get several discounts. And other than that, we're just playing like removal, Reno obviously. That list is honestly pretty straightforward.
Jane versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
I haven't played much of Reno Jackson, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to keep it in my opening hand against an aggressive deck. Maybe even just always. Man, I have Ice Block Reno. It's pretty strong. Especially if I can pick up a dragon and actually play this early to contest like a Fiery Bat or something. Oh, that's bad for him. Wonder if he's playing like a N'Zoth Hunter or something. I don't have a dragon for the Nether Spite, so pass the turn here. I could have like coined out an Ice Block or something, but there's not really much reason to do that. I feel like I might be coining Harrison Jones on 4. Play out the... not that card. Play out the Ice Block here. Nothing else to do really, good time to develop it. If he doesn't use the bow here, he's gonna feel pretty bad next turn, I think. That's one of his better targets, but at least it's not high main. Feels like Harrison Jones is just way too good to not play here. If I play one of my other 5-drops, then his Eaglehorn Bow is just going to run into it, and I'm going to get even less value off the Harrison. Plus the Harrison already directly contests his board. I think the Harrison is just super good here. Huffer's pretty good there though. Kills Harrison straight up. My Harrison traded for Eaglehorn Bow and Animal Companion, plus it drew me 2 cards, so I think I'm pretty happy with that result. I'm just going to play the Azure Drake here. Blackwing Corruptor doesn't really find a good target, and there really weren't many other options. So I have Ice Block, Reno, and Alexstrasza. If I don't win this game, this deck is probably just bad against Hunter. Or I'm bad. There's no reason to play Reno here since I have the Ice Block up. So it looks like my plays are Babbling Book, Blackwing Corruptor, or Frostbolt, Twilight Drake. Those both look pretty solid. They both allow me to kill the 3/2. But the Twilight Drake on board is a lot stronger. But if I go for the Blackwing Corruptor, I also get to develop the 1/1. And then next turn could be like Twilight Drake plus Forgotten Torch if that's a thing.
Time runs out on me. I
Cabala's Tome is a really nice value card, but my hand is already full. Might be hard to even play at this game.
Come, midnight.
I'll never tell.
This is gonna suck. He had to kill the book there because it triggers the secret. I'm a little surprised he killed the Blackwing Corruptor though. Wonder if that means it's like Snipe or something, and not a defensive secret. I think I like playing the Twilight Drake here to get a big minion on board. Also lets me test for Snipe, which it turned out to be. And then it leaves me with the mana to drop a Forgotten Torch on this guy. Secret Keeper is scarier than Barnes because she keeps getting bigger. Wonder if he'll just concede when he sees Reno. Well, for now I think I'll just go with this. Swings the board in my favor. That card's actually pretty annoying. Means I can't Reno Frostbolt next turn. I do need to play Reno next turn. Or maybe Alexstrasza. Let's see if he concedes here.
We're gonna be rich.
Killing this guy is too much trouble. I'm just gonna hit him in the face.
I can see.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
You asked for it.
I'm assuming he's Zoo, so I'm just gonna keep these early game cards. Doomsayer is pretty good early on against Zoo if you can stop their snowball. And then just follow it up with Bran, just as kind of a 3-mana 2/4. Flame Imp is the one drop that I wanted to see the least. Flame Imp has a lot of power, so if I try to wait to play the Doomsayer until next turn, it's possible that what he puts on the board this turn is just enough to finish off the Doomsayer. If I just play the Babbling Book here, and he does play like enough stuff to kill the Doomsayer if I attempt to play it next turn, then I can always just run it in here and hero power it down.
Put this apple on your head.
I guess I'm gonna try to play the Doomsayer here. Maybe this was a mistake, because now all he needs is like a Direwolf Alpha, and then he can kill the Doomsayer pretty easily. It would be pretty difficult for him to juggle enough times to kill the Doomsayer though. Yeah. At least I got the best knife. Probably should have just coined out the Doomsayer on one when he played the Flame Imp. He could have still answered it with like Soulfire or Power Overwhelming, but that wouldn't have been bad for me. If I coin out the Twilight Drake here, it will have 6 health. Pretty strong, I guess. I kind of want to use Babbling Book and Hero Power to kill the wolf. I'm actually super far behind right now. I wonder if I've thrown this game already. Did I throw the game on turn 1? What if I just play Bran here? He kind of has to kill Bran, right? If he doesn't kill Bran, I can have a massive Twilight Drake next turn, but I'm not sure that really matters.
Time runs out on me.
I guess I'll try it.
I wonder.
I kill this guy off first. I don't want the damage on my Bran from the juggle. Okay, that's less damage to go into one of my big dragons. That's scary though. I think I probably coin out the Corruptor here and then try to stabilize with the other stuff. Corruptor guaranteed takes 4 power off board. I think the Direwolf Alpha was scarier than the Knife Juggler there. Hopefully he doesn't have Forbidden Ritual.
What you want?
I don't think he's trading here. I'd be very happy if he traded here. Oh, the Reno, here to save me. The Spellbender might actually be kinda sick against his deck since he's playing Demon Fire and Power Overwhelming. Wonder if Spellbender gets buffed by Demon Fire.
I wonder.
I'm not sure when the Demon Fire makes the distinction between Demon and non-Demon. So anyway, he has 8 power on board, that means I have to play the Taunt. Pretty easy turn. Unfortunately, the Taunt doesn't do very well against his board, but I just need to stay alive long enough to play Reno. If I hero power down the Imp, he still has 6 power on board, so if I fireballed the Imp Gang Boss, he'd have 5 power on board, I'd be dead to 1 damage. I don't think that's okay. Need to play Reno here. Still can't help but wonder what this game would look like if I just coined out the Doomsayer. Doomsayer is such a hard card to play properly in the early game. In general, I'm not sure that it was that hard this game. To be fair though, he did need the Direwolf Alpha. Need to kill the Doomguard. I think I like Thalnos Fireball better than Hero Power Fireball. Either way kills the Doomguard, but I get to draw into some more stuff with this route. My hand is pretty lacking right now. I need to draw into like Flame Strike or Blizzard. Or Ice Block.
Tonight, a tale of terrible tragedy.
This guy has a weird zoo deck. That makes sense. That's an interaction I'm okay with.
You are not the boss of me.
Man, if I draw Flame Strike here... Blizzard is also pretty good. Definitely a lot worse than Flame Strike. Do I have to play it here? I really don't want to take 11 damage here. For him to get 5 more, it could be Doomguard, Soulfire, or Power Overwhelming plus a minion, because this guy would get buffed. Although maybe I can just go like Kabbalist Tome, look for AoE, and then Hero Power down the Councilman. Just killing off the Councilman takes a lot of damage off his board.
Time runs out on me.
He'd be left with 8. He would need 8 more to kill me. That's pretty unlikely. Let's try that. I got a pretty bad set of cards off that Kabbalist Tome. Actually, I guess the Shatter with the Blizzard is pretty good. It doesn't deal damage, so I can shatter the Imp Gang Boss and he won't get a second Imp out of it. Not too bad. So I can Blizzard, shatter the Imp Gang Boss, and then I can even play Forbidden Flame to kill the Malquazar's Imp before he gets any more discards out of it. I think I like that line of play. I don't really understand why this Imp gets frozen, but I will take it. I'm very unlikely to die here. It would need to be Doomguard and then have Power Overwhelming or Soulfire and not discard them off Doomguard.
Why do you call?
He has 8 power on board. I can't do nothing. Seems like I might go Azure Drake, Frostbolt, Forbidden Flame. I think because the Forbidden Flame will have spell power, I could even, like, Hero Power. I think I could go Drake, Frostbolt, Hero Power, that leaves me with a 1 mana, and then Forbidden Flame would deal 2 damage. I guess alternatively I could just play the Twilight Drake instead. I'd basically get the 1 mana, or I kinda get like the same thing as the spell damage because I have 1 more mana. Guy just has more stats. But I need to draw into, like, heals and ice block.
Time runs out on
I
me.
wonder if I should play Arcane Intellect this turn. I guess it's too late. I've decided on this line of play, so I guess I'll go for it. If his Doomguard is his last card, I think I'm okay. Am I dead though? EO Soulfire. I guess I could have played Spellbender instead of Azure Drake that turn, would have kept me alive. I don't think that's a play I can make though.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
I'm gonna assume he's Tempo Mage, so I think I want to keep these two removal cards. I wonder if I need Reno bad enough to mulligan the Forgotten Torch. I don't think I do, but it might be wrong. Babbling Book's one of the better cards I could have drawn there.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Crown of Cold is pretty middle of the road, I think. I don't think I'm too happy or too sad about Crown of Cold. Did he just coin Hero Power my Babbling Book? That's a little bit surprising to me.
The end is coming!
Okay. I guess I'm letting the Doomsayer go off. Is he Freeze Mage? Maybe he's just a Control Mage. Do I want to play the Refreshment Vendor here? He's definitely not Tempo Mage, so I shouldn't need the heal too bad. I guess I'll just play it.
Get your funnel cakes here! Funnel cakes!
Interesting.
Get your funnel cakes here!
So I guess he's just like a Secret Mage? I guess the Tauren indicates N'Zoth. I could kill his Refreshment Vendor with my Forbidden Flame, but the Vendor isn't like that scary. I think it's better to just play Kabbalah's Tome while I have the breathing room.
You want it? I got it. More cakes!
I have no clue what his deck is, so I don't know if I should be playing Blizzard or not. I could also just go for Frostbolt and Forgotten Torch, but I think the Blizzard's pretty good here. Kills off two of his dudes, and it leaves this guy very likely to die to the hero power next turn.
I have no time for games.
Definitely want to kill Sylvanas. I think I just like this clear. It's pretty clean.
Take heart. The Earth Mother.
So he's definitely playing N'Zoth. It's just way too hard to kill Karin right now. I think I might just play some secrets and pass. I guess I'll put the damage on Karin, just in case. Playing Mana Worm. Interesting. There's no secret in play. I like Bran, Twilight Drake, Frostbolt, clear the Mana Worm. Actually, is Bran even good here? Maybe not. Maybe it's Bran, Twilight Guardian. Since Bran is pretty weak to this.
Time runs out on me.
Okay, so it's not Mirror Entity. Is it Counterspell or Spellbender? Not Effigy.
You gotta be kidding me!
It's a big dude. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Time runs out on me.
Develop the Twilight Drake and play Cone of Cold, I guess. I know what I'm looking at, but I'm not sure that it's good. What are the deck sizes looking like? 14 to 16. So we're actually even on cards, he's just drawn more than me. I just Flame Strike these guys. Using my Flame Strike here means I don't have it for N'Zoth. I did pick up the Doomslayer, which is pretty nice. What secret do I have in play? Ice Barrier? It's pretty worthless. I guess I'm just gonna Flame Strike here. I have the Doomslayer for the N'Zoth board.
Mind if I roll need?
He shouldn't have too many more high value death rattles. He's played Sylvanas and Cairn. He's not gonna have weapons, so I guess I just play Harrison here as a dude.
That belongs in a museum.
Get rid of the loot hoarder. I'm winning fatigue. That's good.
Someday I'll be just like you.
That belongs in a museum.
I feel like he's also playing Reno. Did he actually just... Go ahead and draw some cards here, my hand sucks. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Thalnos play here. This does mean I don't have enough damage in my hand to kill off a Sylvanas if he plays it, if he goes for N'Zoth. That's not good. I don't have an answer. Well, I guess I'm playing Thorson. Maybe I should have tried to draw with Acolyte. What is this guy's deck? Puts me to 16, so if they both hit face, I'm dead. And if one hits Thorson, that's still fine for him. Wow.